Alex Saffer, Alex to most, and I do executive talent acquisition, which means I look for aspiring leaders, directors, assistant directors, and speak to them, have a chat with them, assist them on their journey, their development. I'm working towards placing. I've not been with Greenacre that long, but at the moment I'm the most northern person working for Greenacre, so I've got quite a big northwest network. So essentially at the moment that's sort of where I'm looking at business development, relationship management. Before I came to work for Greenacre, I was leading university library service, which sounds probably very different than what it was. So it was running a really large team. I had at any point sort of 35 people, 5 team leaders, 20 odd staff. It was over 3 different sites. It was 24/7 and virtual, and I did that through lockdown. I did that for 4 years. And it was very much facilities management as well, so performance managing a team and making sure security was there. What I don't know about toilets is just not worth knowing, and that wasn't something I thought, going to a university library, not one I'd studied at as well. I was looking for a change. I was looking for my next step, and I'd had 14 years in housing before higher education, so I'd started having a look what was out there, saw a vacancy, it looked really good, but I'd missed the closing date, and I'd never heard of Greenacre, and I thought, who is this? Who are this company? So I started having a look at the website. I really like what I saw. I think the culture, which is what I'm experiencing now, comes through the website, and there are staff testimonials, and there was an open invitation to submit a CV if you felt you're interested. So it was no intention, but that's what I did. I had a conversation with Joe, and here I am. I've had quite a few epiphanies, I think, really, in the last year, but then I am a big one for growth and development. So something that I think really affected me all of last year, and I'm glad that I ran with it, it came from a quote really from one of my favourite books, which is called Untamed by Glennon Doyle. And she says, "The braver I am, the luckier I get." So I've broken away from quite a few routines and the safety net of being fully employed and moved to being self-employed, and obviously working in this manner. Not something I would consider before, but I think with what went on in the pandemic, it's really reframed life for me, and I've realised how short life can be. So it's just a case of grabbing what's in front of you and running with it, and it's working quite well for me. So I'm a big fan of words, so you're probably going to laugh at this, but metempsychosis basically means a rebirth. So like a phoenix rising from the ashes, which is one of my favourite theories and concepts, is rebirth, look at what went wrong or look at the point that you're at, because I had a pretty difficult year at times last year. And for this year, I think it sums up everything that I'm about and the way that I'm working and approaching life. So this might sound a bit trite compared to the fact that I did get to spend Christmas in Egypt, but it's been on my bucket list for a really long time, and it's New York. I want to go and experience kind of all the sites. I want to see a show. I probably in my younger years would have obsessed about the shopping, and I definitely want to see it, but from being a fashionista myself, and it interests me, I can't wait. Now though, I've got 2 small boys to take with me who aren't that small anymore, because they want to come as well. So I don't often limit myself with what's reality anyway. I'm actually wearing something that might give away a clue as to what this is for me. I would be a dragon. So yeah, I know that they're not supposedly real, but I think if I could fly and breathe fire and actually have poison in my teeth and my claws and be that intelligent as well, dragons are just, I think, fascinating for me, and I think it's something that I was obsessed with. I finally watched Game of Thrones in lockdown, and obviously the dragons really were amazing. But in China, it's quite interesting because they're associated with wealth and power and leadership, and they're revered. And I think that sort of is what I'd like to be. If I could be an animal, I'd be a dragon. Okay. So, okay, what did the dressing say to the salad? You look radishing tonight.